up at the 25.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor. Open man downfield is Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Let's go now. 18, come here.
4th down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Handoff here to Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the run is Nwangu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now it's Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Nwangu. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they've been really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Taylor. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Jones on third down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 30 on second down, Taylor. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Taylor. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Okay, ready?
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on second and 10. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Taylor. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Nwangu. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught just inside the 10. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Jones now going to throw on third and goal. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On fourth down, Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't give the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. That's caught by Jackson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Taylor. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Again, it's Taylor. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Taylor going to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Taylor. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Taylor going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how